make your own soda. This is the Soda Stream. We have 2 different versions. So this version is the one that I got. If you want all the extras, you can get the one that's a little bit more expensive. But this is great. So let's see here. So we're comfy today because that's just what I felt like doing since we've been doing a lot of try-ons. This is one of my favorite loungewear sets from Equar, and it was kind of warm. It was actually pretty warm today. It was like almost 80 degrees today, and that's why we're getting the storm. And it's going to be 35 tomorrow, so it's going to be like a 30-degree temperature. No, not even 50-degree temperature drop in a short amount of time. But this is actually pretty comfortable because it is a knit. It is a sweater knit. This is so luxe. This is also great for travel. On my Instagram reels tonight, I shared one of our other 3-piece loungewear sets. We might feature that over the weekend. We'll see. I don't know. It'll be up in the air what fashion we're going to share this weekend because we have some fashion we're sharing. But love this lounge set. It is knit. It's got the cute little detail, so it's kind of like good for that transitional weather. It's going to keep you cool with the short sleeves, but it's a little bit thicker. It's not super lightweight. It's got some stretch to it. It feels a little bit more expensive, and you can mix and match these pieces. So this top is a little bit longer in the back. It's got the cutout there, and then we also have the elastic waist little flare pants, which also have the same detail here. I actually own this in 2 colors. I forgot to grab the other color and bring it down here, but I'll be honest with you, it's pretty wrinkly. I had to steam this before I popped it on today, but this is such a good set. So if you're looking for a good loungewear set you want to just pop on, like if you have people coming over doing work in your house, you have friends coming over and you want to relax, it's Friday night, you're coming home from work, you and your significant other, whoever, your girlfriends, family, kids, husband, wife, whatever, you're relaxing, you can pop this on and be so comfortable, but yet really cute. It's also great for running errands. If you checked out our Dream Pair stream last night, like this will look so good with any of those natural casual slides and sandals that we featured. Any of them would probably work with this set. And tons of colors are available. I'm 5'5" in a size small, $37.99, normally $49.99. They're actually, okay, Kristen, we're gonna order these and I'm gonna check them out. So thank you for the heads up. Laura's checking them out too. We have Carol here. Carol, you made it. Hey Carol, welcome to the show. Carol, we did do 2 streams last night. I know I've been on so late. I probably will not be on late Saturday or Sunday, just so you guys know. I'll probably be on like my normal afternoon, evening time on Saturday or Sunday. But if you did miss our streams last night, we did do Bell Poke and Dream Pairs. And there were like, the only thing that had a promo code was my halter dress and Dream Pairs, but everything else you can shop directly. So if you want to go back and watch the replay, make sure you go back and watch the replay on that. Okay, awesome. I'm glad you did, Carol. I'm glad you did. Glad you did. I'm gonna have to check those. I'm gonna have to check those out. All right, so we have like I said, a real mixture. We have some beauty, we have some home, we have like our big ticket items I always share. But let's talk about the beauty because this is such a good deal. I stock up on this all the time. This is my mascara I use every day. I think this last one, it's a little bent up from being in my drawer. And I didn't want it to take the one that I currently use because my makeup's always gross. You'll see how gross my makeup is when I share my lipsticks. But I always stock up on this. I always buy like 2 or 3, so I'll probably do that because I think this is my last one. I think I got from like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So it's such a good deal. This is the mascara that I wear. I feel like I need to, I've had my makeup on all day. I just freshened it up a little bit before we went on the stream. But this is really hard for me to do because it's not like a mirror. But freshen it up a little bit so you guys can see. Now my eye makeup is the thing that like starts to, skin in the way, that starts to fade. I feel like I have like naturally long eyelashes. This is a good one. I do not wear falsies like ever. It's just not my thing. So I feel like if you guys could see from the side, like how long my eyelashes are from the side here. This is a good mascara. And it coats them really nice. You have to be careful. It can be a little clumpy. But honestly, I like the clumpiness because it makes them like really dark. And if you need to, you could just use like a little brush through them. So this is from IT Cosmetics. This is the one that I've used. I also like the Essence mascara, which is a good alternative for like $3.99, but I will tell you, I consistently tend to come back to this one. I used to be at Maybelline Volume Express. I also used the Dior Show for a while, and then I'm stuck on this. So I usually like something that's lengthening, volumizing, make sure lashes look really thick, dark, lush. That's what you're gonna get with the IT Cosmetics. So that is 1960 and is our #1 clicked product. So I will say we will recap our top 3 clicked products at the end of the night, so pay attention. Oh, that one just is no longer our #1 clicked product. Right now, our loungewear set that I have on is our #1 clicked product. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. All right, so you know, I wanted to go outside and do something. I just think I'm gonna have to wait a little while yet because I knew the storm was coming. It might be tornadic weather. We're under a tornado watch, not a warning. I don't know if it expired or not, but we have a little bit of severe weather. I feel like the storm kind of calmed right now, but it was thundering and lightning right before I came on. So if you hear thunder, we actually are having a storm. But my yard is just a mess because I feel like we get this wind that comes through. But we have the torch lights. I love these. This is what they look like lit up at night. These are solar pathway lights. Like, I love my Govee lights. I actually do have the pathway lights, but I need more than 4 lights and I don't want to have a cord, right? So these are great to use. You don't have to worry about cord, electrical. I'll show you what they look like around my pergola. So they kind of have like a tiki torch look. I line them around my pergola. This is really nice because if you need more than 6, you can get like between 12 and 16 in the pack. I think I have the 12 pack linked up on Lightning Deal for $32. These are always one of our top clicked products, and top purchased products are these solar lights. So they kind of create a realistic flame. I feel like they're nice for like a natural environment. If you use like tiki torches, these work in really well. And then they do kind of have like that ambery, oops, wrong one. They do have that like ambery, flickery flame in them. So that's the torch lights. Those are so great. You guys are loving those too, and they are on Lightning Deal. Yeah, I think that's the 12 pack. And they are thinner. Like, I usually have one here, but I don't. Because I have them outside. I have them mostly in my backyard. I use different ones in the front yard, but maybe I'll buy these and put these in the front yard, to tell you the truth, because I feel like you see them more. Like, if you have them in the front yard, you'll see them more than a traditional solar light, because it's actually going to look like flickering flames. So now that we're talking about that, maybe I'm going to get a pack and put them in the front. And then I always like to get another pack because I'll be honest with you, I don't take them down. So they're up in the wintertime. And sometimes if we get a lot, they don't always like, we have rough seasons here. So sometimes I need to replace them. So it's good to have, if you've purchased these before from me, to get another pack. So now that we're thinking about it, I think I'm going to get another pack. Love them. Yeah, less than $3 a piece. Mira, hey Mira. Welcome to the show. Thank you. So glad you're here. All right, and then we do have the Govee curtain lights behind me. I'm not going to spend a ton of time in doing a big demo on these unless you guys have like specific questions. Let me move some of my stuff here because I know I feature these all the time. I've been keeping the tulips up because I love the cool tulip. I think that's just so cool for spring. It was kind of good in between, like St. Patrick's Day. Wasn't really ready for anything too Eastery quite yet. Maybe here next week, April 1st. But just so many cool graphics. I'll show you a little video here of all the different types of graphics that you could get on the curtain lights. So this way I don't have to flip through the app. They do run on Google Home, Alexa. You could do voice command. Everything's done through the Govee Home app. I actually have quite a few Govee products in the carousel today. Govee Home, Govee Life, and Govee Lighting. They all operate off of one app. So instead of having like separate apps for every single device in your home, like I have the Google Nest, I have a separate app for that. It's kind of nice to have them on one, and then you'll become a Govee user after that. So here are all the different scenes that you can see on the video. They're so cool. You can put them outside. People put them on their garage. They're clear. Put them in this is my dining room sliding door. A couple different ways to install them. They do come with tracks. I have mine hanging off a little rod. That's just what works. And honestly, this is probably the best installed curtain lights out of all the versions. I've had all 3 versions, and this is the best installed one. So this way when I walk outside, like, they don't fall off. And then I can see them from the backyard too. So when we talk about the table lamp, we can go to the table lamp next. So those are really cool. We have WW here. Hey, WW, welcome to the show. So glad you are here today. Yes, Shell, how are you? Welcome. Minnie and Zoe are hanging out. They don't like the thunderstorm. So there's the Curtain Lights Pro, and then I also have the table lamp in here today as well, somewhere. I have it on the Easter theme right now, and I'm going to show you my video of the table lamp here, because what's great about the table lamp, you can see my curtain lights. Those might not be the pros yet, though. Those actually might not be the pros, but you can see how the curtain lights look. Yeah, I think those are the 2s. But you can see how they look on the patio. And all the cool effects that you get from the table lamp. I have it on the Easter scene right now. They're all just so cool. It also has a JBL Wi-Fi speaker, so you can stream all your music through here. It's portable. It lasts about 2 hours unplugged, so it's great for the patio, the pool, the porch. You can take it anywhere. It's also great in a room. I have it in my bedroom the most of the time. This is a really good price point on it too. I will say I think the curtain lights and the table lights price points are actually pretty awesome. So if you've been eyeing both of those products, I definitely recommend checking those out. Leslie's here. Hey Leslie, welcome to the show. So glad you are here today. All right, also one of my fire pits. This is not the one that's underneath my pergola. This is a separate one I have out on my paver patio. But this is like a great little compact fire pit. So if you don't have like, I don't know if I have sound on that or not. If you don't have like a huge area, you have this like a small patio porch, apartment, condo, this is great. I actually had 2 tables out there in between. This is a good price, $178.49. It is propane, so you don't have to worry about wood. And then with this one, the propane tank fits underneath. I've seen ones that you have to have the propane tank beside it. I'm like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. So it has a little door. You could turn it on, light it up. Mine actually came with like these ugly fire bricks, stone. I think these come with fiberglass now, so they're a little bit more attractive, but this is a nice way to upgrade your area. I love sitting outside in the fall, especially with the fire pit going. So great price point on that today as well for the big spring sale. All right, the KitchenAid mixer, believe it or not, always tends to be one of our more popular products. I mean, I feel like a lot of you guys probably have these already, but KitchenAid is great for mixing. I have their stand mixer, also have their hand mixer. I've had this hand mixer forever. It's red. I probably would not have picked red when I moved into my house. This was the color that I had in my kitchen in my apartment way back in like 2009. This is how old, or maybe, 2009, August 2009, September 2009. This is how old this is, and it's still going strong. So you get all of the different things to mix. You get a whisk, you get your like little wand for kneading things. I primarily use these two. It's great for like brownies, cakes, like little cake mixes. Better than mixing by hand. Whips it up. I also often use this when I'm making like my cheese dips or cheese balls. It's a good way to get your cheese mixture nice and fluffy. I feel like I have batter stuck on it from all the years. But it's great if you don't have a KitchenAid mixer. So it's a good time if you need to replace a mixer, you know, somebody getting married, housewarming, wedding shower, you can't go wrong with that. And there are better colors than the red, but that's the one that I have. And it is $44.99. Amazon customer, I do have more than one fire pit. I like a lot of ambiance, right? I like a lot of ambiance. I like a lot of different areas. I like a lot of lighting. I create like a lot of vignettes, and I try to create interest in like every corner. So that's what I typically do. Amazon customer, yeah, you are a Govee lover for sure. You're part of the Govee fam if you have 21 products in your app for sure. Shell, yeah, the hand mixer is great. So, you know, I did some cleaning back like in January, and I did some cleaning today because I actually did not work out today. Because first of all, I was exhausted. I was still sore from the workout on Tuesday. This week has just been a bear for me. So I was like, I don't want to get sick. So I didn't work out today. So I did some organizing around the house because that also was going to like relieve a little bit of my stress. So that was a good feeling. But when I organized some things a few months ago, I put my SodaStream bottles somewhere. I redid this counter over here and I don't know where I put them. So I can't do the demo with the SodaStream because I put the bottles somewhere that I thought was going to be easily accessible, but they're not. So if you want to make your own soda, this is the SodaStream. We have 2 different versions. So this version is the one that I got. If you want all the extras, you can get the one that's a little bit more expensive, but this is great. So let's see here. What I like about it, it's like a small footprint, right? So if you do put it on your countertop, it doesn't take up a lot of space and it does not require a cord. So that's a nice thing too. So you could kind of put this anywhere. So this set comes with one of the CO2 cylinders, which is how you carbonate. So you just kind of stick it in there. And the other set that's on deal, you get 2 of the CO2 cylinders. So you just kind of pop it in there. What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong? I swear it's really not that hard. It's really not that hard to get on. There we go. And then what you do, you put the bottle in here. Put the bottle in here, stick it up there, it sticks. Press it down. And then when you want to carbonate it, it carbonates in the liquid, just like so. With the CO2, you just press the top a few times, and then you have soda or pop, like we say here in Cleveland, pop. You can add flavorings. There's all different types of flavorings. There's like your traditional like cola, root beer flavorings. You can also do the bubbly. The set comes with the lime bubbly for $53.99, and then this one comes with 2 bottles, 2 CO2 cylinders, and then 2 bubblies for a little bit more. So it just depends on what you want to get. If you want all the accessories, because I'll tell you, spending just a little bit more for the $89.99 is worth it, because I ended up going out and buying more bottles. I ended up going out and buying more bubbly, and I didn't really necessarily need to do that. Oh, thank you, Richard. Richard's highlighting with the KitchenAid has a $20 Amazon savings credit when you spend $100 combined with other items. I always love when you get the credits back. It's always a good one. We have Marco following. I don't see follows on my chat right now. So Marco, see here, thanks for the follow. So glad you're here today. Welcome to the show. We also have Clothes Lover here. All right, that's good. It's always, hey, watching the replays is always great too. Watching the replays is always great. Okay, we're gonna come back to the Nugget ice maker because I think I'm actually gonna walk you over there towards the end, but there is a lightning deal for that right now. This has not been on deal really since it launched at the end of January. So it's a good time if you've been eyeing it to grab it on deal. Also, I do not have this Keurig. My parents have this Keurig. And this is great if you like a traditional Keurig, but you still like being able to make a pot of coffee. You could do a pot of coffee and then have your Keurig. And this is the one that they use. My parents, if they're hosting, they'll do a pot of coffee. And then they'll do like their regular Keurig every day. So this is the one that they have. It's a duo system. Also can do iced coffee as well. It's $149.97. Yeah, I know. I dated a guy that was from Texas. But yeah, pop, I mean, I could never say. I mean, I say Coke sometimes, but I feel like you can't, Coke doesn't cover it all, right? And pop comes from like soda pop, right? So we just kind of shortened it into pop, I guess. All right, a couple other things. Kitchen items. We do have the chicken shredder. This is a great tool on hand, especially if you're making like shredded chicken tacos. Or if you want to like shred it for salad or whatever meal you're making, you kind of just put the chicken breast there, chop them up into a couple pieces, and then what you do, move my chair here. What you do, once you put the chicken in there, you kind of like pop this down and then move it around like so, and it shreds your chicken. So that's a great little kitchen gadget for cooking, especially with Cinco de Mayo coming up. You want to make some tacos, That's great. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me, Amazon customer. But, because sometimes for me, I like Pepsi better than Coke, to tell you the truth. I like Pepsi, it's a little sweeter. So I feel like, I don't want to say Coke and end up with a Coke. Like, I'll drink Coca-Cola, but I like Pepsi better, actually. Although I never really drink pop anymore, really, except on the Soda Stream, if I want a little bit of a treat. Oh my gosh, that's so funny, Carol. That's so funny. That's so funny. All right, then the jar opener, if you don't have one of these, this is a must-have. You just kind of put it around the jars. It comes with like different size jars. So I struggle with it sometimes, and I don't have arthritis or anything, but I don't really have wrist strength. And I feel like if you're a female, especially, this is like not tried, but really, we don't have the arm or wrist strength, right? Like, it's hard to open jars sometimes. So this is great to have on hand. Comes with different sizes. You just stick it on there. It's got like the silicone grip, and then it's going to give you that grip to really crank and turn and open it up. So if you don't have one of these, grab it. We also have like the different openers here for like the, this is great for ones that need to open the other way. It's kind of like a beer bottle opener too. I've used this a lot. So multi-tool, $7.68, and it fits in your drawer. That is on a big spring sale deal. That is so funny. Amazon customer, that is so funny. I feel okay today, clothes lover, but I did not work out today because I was feeling I didn't think my body could handle. I don't want to get sick. So I decided not to work out. Felt like my body needed a little bit of a break. All right, we'll come back to the Joy Jolt. We also have the Govee Life meat thermometer over here as well. Like I said, we have a bunch of Govee products in the carousel, but this is a great tool. It's a great gift idea if you want to, cook the perfect steak, or you struggle cooking chicken, you get it too dry because you're always afraid it's going to be undercooked. I feel like that's what happens with, this didn't charge. Maybe I didn't have this plugged in. But this is great because what this is, it's a wireless meat thermometer. This is the probe. You get one probe. There's actually sets if you want more than one probe. Like if you're cooking multiple things, you can get more than one probe. But you stick it in your meat. You can walk away. This hooks up through that Govee app that you control your curtain lights from. All of that controls through the app. It says it's on. I just need to press this down. Oh, no, it's dead. It's dead. Oh, maybe not. It is charged. I don't know. So anyway, so you can get all the notifications through the Govee app. So it'll tell you when you want to baste it, turn it, whatever. You could walk away, you could host, you could cook some other things and not have to keep checking because you're going to get notified on the app. And it's also, if you want to take this little case around, it's also going to tell you the temperature internally and in the grill, the oven, wherever you are cooking at. So it is a great little tool. It's a great introductory product to Govee, and the price is good today for $37.98. Yeah, I don't drink soda too much anymore either. Sometimes the carbonation bothers me a little bit too much. There's also a promo code on this, 10% off at checkout. So you're gonna save a little bit extra dollars. Lisa's here. Hey, Lisa, welcome to the show. Glad to see you here. I feel like it's been a minute since you've been on. Welcome. You can use it on the grill. Grill, oven, stovetop. You can use it anywhere. All right, so the Tyneco on a deal. So I have the S7, great price point on this, half off. And then I also have the one S5 linked up for $200 because I feel like that's like the model like one step down from mine. But I actually have my Tyneco over here. So if you have vinyl plank flooring, if you have tile floors, the only thing you don't really want to use this on is carpeting or like hardwood, right? So if you have laminate, tile, LVP flooring, this is great. So it is a wet dry vac. So it does a job of vacuuming and mopping your floors. And this is a game changer because I got my floors, it'll be 2 years now, got my floors in here 2 years ago. Can't believe that. And this was wonderful, getting rid of all the carpeting, but this was a game changer because I would vacuum and then I would go back through with a mop, and it was like, takes too much time. This is like 2-in-1. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. I'm gonna move this back here. I actually have a mess. I haven't vacuumed in a while. I need to, but I was like, we're gonna wait till we're through the sale because I feel like I keep moving things around, things get dust everywhere, but we're gonna dust this little area down here if you guys can see that. So here is the Tynico. So this is your waste basket here, and then you do your solution with the water mixed in back here. You charge it, so it is cordless. We're gonna turn it on. I don't know, I somehow, it makes sounds and it talks to you, but for whatever reason I accidentally turned off the sound. Let's see here. Oh, maybe I can turn it back on. But I don't know how to turn the sound back on. So we're not gonna worry about that today. No, I want just auto mode. So it has like this little screen. Let's see, system settings. I don't know. Okay, we'll go back. All right, anyways, let's just get started here. Come on. Oh, I don't want to clean the brush roller right now. Okay, we'll do that another day. Maybe I'll be able to get it started. Maybe not. It's telling me I need to clean the brush roller. Really? We just want to do a quick demo here. So it'll tell you all the things that you need to do. Clean the brush roller. But I'm going to see if I can restart it and bypass it. It might not let me. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it works really well. We're cleaning up all this junk down here from our streams. This is all from last week's streams. And it's so easy. It's like vacuuming and mopping at the same time. Oh, and I also need to add water too. So I guess I'm not that prepared. Out of water and solution, need to clean the brush roll, but you guys get the idea. So it is like a wet vac mop. This is a great price. I've had it for over a year now. $349.99. I will say, just make sure you're keeping it clean, because otherwise it can't get an odor if you don't like clean it. Like make sure you're emptying the dirty water tank, make sure you're cleaning it out. So that is $349, and then we have the S1 for $199. We have Christy following. Hey, Christy, thanks for the follow. So glad you're here today. Welcome to the show. I like Dr. Pepper too, Laura. Back of the voice handle. Let's see. Maybe that's how I accidentally...
Voice prompts on.
Thanks, Richard. There we go. I got the voice prompts on. So it'll talk to you too. I don't know. It might not talk to us now. But anyways, so that's probably how I accidentally turned off. I mean, not that I need the voice, but that's probably how I accidentally turned it off because I hit the button in the back. Skippy's here. Hey, Skippy, welcome to the show. So glad you're here today. Yes, it is the first weekend of spring. We're going to have some cold temperatures, I think, tomorrow and Saturday, but then it starts to warm up again. It is just March in Cleveland. All right, so if you guys often watch, you guys know I have the Frame TV. I always like to share this because people, you know, this is the time to buy the Frame TV. My light back here a little bit. So I love my Frame. It's best, one of the best things I purchased. I get so many compliments on it. I don't even really watch TV on here. I just get it for the artwork. And it's great because I do have an additional TV. So right now I have it on the spring scenes and it just kind of like rotates through and I just love it. So that is on deal. I have the 50-inch. I linked up the 55-inch, but how pretty that spring scene is. So gorgeous. So if you've been looking for a Frame TV, I recommend it. I do have a Deco TV frame around it. Those are pretty expensive. You can buy the Samsung ones. They're a little bit more minimalistic, but they go with the TV. They're pretty, they're a little bit less expensive, but I kind of wanted more of that type of look with the frame. So great deal. It's a good time to buy it. So I recommend it. If the artwork changes, oh, see there, we got it streaming through all the different artwork. on the spring scene. So if you're a Govee lover, I feel like you're gonna love the artwork too. All right, the other thing that we have, I don't have anything on right now. I don't have heat on, I don't have air on today, but we do have the the Google Nest. So you can see I walked towards it, it kind of lit up. It's on a safety setting for 40 degrees, so if it gets 40 degrees down here, it'll turn on. It gives me the indoor temperature of 71 right now. This also works with Google Home voice command if you have that set up. And then you can operate that through the Google Home app. So it's great because like last night, if I think I was starting to get a little hot because I don't know why I had the heat on. I think it was kind of chilly yesterday. I was able just to go into the app and like turn it down instead of walking down here and having to do it. But yeah, it's really easy to do. I'll kind of show you what the app looks like. So if you don't have one of those, $89.99. It's a really nice upgrade. My dad helped me put it in. It's not hard at all. I mean, you do have to do some connections, but it kind of actually walks through it. But this is what it looks like. So I have it in the living room. And if I want to turn it on, I can go and turn on heat, cool. And again, you can do this all through voice command too. And also gives you indoor temperature, indoor humidity, actually pretty good metrics. There, look at the temperature did fall. Wow, 46 degrees outdoors. It was 77 a few hours ago. Just crazy. So the Nest is great if you've been eyeing that. That's like the basic model, but it works really well. $89.99. I do pay a fee for the Samsung Art, but I mean, I feel like it's worth it because they have everything preset for you and they come out with new stuff every year, and then they have tons of albums, and you can actually get artwork from like museums like the Louvre, the Met. You can get artwork from there. Like I could bring up some like Monet and Van Gogh pieces on here if I wanted to. I typically, because you know me, I'm a seasonal girl, so I like the seasonal art. So I have spring right now. They did have like a St. Patrick's Day album. I'll have to check and see if they have an Easter album. They have holiday albums. They do it for like every holiday. Sometimes you'll even see Earth Day, because I think Earth Day is coming up. I think April usually. So they have a lot of really cool artwork, but I like the spring. So you do pay, I think it's like a yearly fee. Like 1 year, I think it's like $60 for the year. So I like that. So, and that's the Nest Thermostat. And then we also have the Blink, which, oh my gosh, you guys, my dad went around and changed my batteries for me. He's helping me out because all my cameras were dead. So he went around and did that yesterday, and I updated the Blink app. And now I have the older model. Not the brand new one. So I have the 3s. We have the 4s are the ones that are available. 3s you can't purchase anymore, but they're the exact same size. They look pretty much the same, except they're just upgraded now. You get better video, better night vision, better sound, but you get all the same features. The app might look a little bit different. That's an older photo of the app, but I updated the app and I'm getting like the same notifications. I feel like it's powered by AI. So it's so funny. It gives you, I don't know if anybody else has the Blink camera and has updated it and has like the AI like descriptions. I mean, I never update my apps. I'm so bad, but I love this. It even tells me an Amazon delivery person is moving at the entrance. It says a person is placing a yellow bag on the pathway. A white and blue car, which is my car, is driving on the driveway. Person is walking on the driveway with envelopes, which is the mail person. So I like that. So you get these notifications. They're wireless. You don't have to worry about wires. They run on lithium batteries. They only record when they detect motion. You get the notifications to your phone, which is so cool. Now that I have all my batteries working, I also discovered I have like 4 different cats that walk around my yard at night, which is so crazy. I love this one. Me in the morning, a person is interacting with the phone on a driveway. That's me. I just think it's so funny. But I have a gray raccoon is walking and standing on the paved area. A white cat is moving near the bushes. I don't know. They're just so funny. I have a white cat, a gray cat, and a black cat. All in my all my all my front yard. So anyways, so that's really cool. It's the great safety. You could get one camera all the way up to 8. You put your hub in your house. Make sure you have Wi-Fi, make sure the cameras are all kind of close, and then you're able to get the notifications. And you can buy packages with the Blink, with the Ring doorbell, but I will say I don't even use my Ring doorbell because this has like the speaker, so I could talk to the person at any camera. So if somebody's in the backyard, I can talk to them. I can also hear what's going on outside, which is nice. So the Blink camera is definitely a great investment and a good time to pick it up. All right, I'm gonna come back to that. We talked about the table lamp. Okay, let's take a look at some of these beauty products that we have linked up in the carousel today as well. So I think it was Emily, was making a comment yesterday about how long my hair has gotten. And I have it up today, so you can't really see, but I will have to tell you, ever since I started using the Divi Scalp Serum, I think that really made the difference. So I use this every time I wash my hair. I take a few droppers. It has a very like strong, like minty type of smell. But I put the serum like 2 to 3 drops on my scalp, massage it in. I feel like it's made my hair look nicer, grow. I mean, this is like, if you're trying to grow out your hair, you're trying to get it thicker, you have fine hair, maybe you had some bad experiences with a haircut, or like you feel like you've lost hair in areas, patches, I definitely recommend it. It is on Lightning Deal. I actually probably should buy one of those while it's on Lightning Deal too, because I restock on those all the time. Yeah, I know. There's just so much to share during the sale. So I usually have bigger carousels during the sale for you guys to shop. All right. Yeah, I mean, you guys should see. So I always had like really long hair, and then I love my hairdresser, but she knows I'm angry at her. I don't know what she did. Added way too many layers, and it made my bottoms and my ends, I mean, so thin. So like that's been the problem, is trying to grow out the layers. And then I like cut it a little bit, and that didn't really work. So I only cut my own hair now. She just colors it and does my bangs for me. Anyways, so, okay, we also have this really fun, like, sparkly serum. Look at this beautiful bottle from Truly. This is the Cherry Baby Luxury body oil. It has cherry, elderberry, raspberry, vitamin C. It's vegan, it's clean. It's a body oil with a little bit of sparkle. It has, like, a cherry scent to it, so perfect as we head into summer to kind of illuminate your skin a little bit. That hardly ever goes on deal, the Truly product, so the fact that it's on Lightning Deal is a great time to grab it. All right, so we'll come back to the other Govee products here in a sec. But lipsticks and lip colors. So this is a lipstick that I've been wearing lately because I was searching for like a specific color, because sometimes I love like a nude lip, but I will tell you, doing photos, videos, live streams, like I need more color, so I need something a little darker, and the one lip color everybody always asked me about was discontinued, so I had to find something similar, and it was like a journey. So this is the color. I don't think this is, I said I got it in the brick red. No, I have it in Hitchhike. I think that's what I linked it up in, is the Hitchhike color. So it's kind of like a nice brown based neutral, but it's a little deeper than the colors I use. So I line my lips, fill them in with the liner, and then I use this Urban Decay. So I should probably get another one of these, because look it, I don't have a lot left. I guess I'm going to be buying off of my live stream today, restocking on some of my favorite products. Also too, I do like a liquid lip, which is this one here, 2240. I've used this before, but I kind of was just starting to use the lipstick instead of this. I don't know why. This is a very similar color, actually. I felt like the lipstick was a little bit more matte. This one has a little bit more shine. But that's from Urban Decay. So check out all the different colors. It's a great price point on those. Yeah, I like it because it goes with everything. And I feel like in the wintertime, it looks deeper with jewel tones. It actually works really well with the red colors during the holidays. It's just like a good everyday color. It's just what I wear. It looks good with pinks. I think it's the brown based. So that's what I'm using now, is that hitchhike color. All right, if you need a restock on skincare, if you haven't tried the CosRx Snail Mucin, which I was feeling this. I don't have a lot left in here either. I guess I'm going to be restocking on that. This is amazing. This is actually from Snails. It's actually Snail Mucin. It is an amazing product. It's kind of like from that K-beauty, the Korean beauty trend everybody was using. It's really affordable too. It's last you for a long time, 44% off. And it really just gives you like a nice moisturized, glowy feel. So this is part of my morning skincare routine, and it's 44% off. And I love the CosRx products. I love their peptide system for the hair, the shampoo, the conditioner, and the serum for your hair. I use that quite a bit too. So CosRx is a really, really good brand. Some other colors that I've used, and I really like these colors, but these are the ones that are a little light for me. So I like them in person, but not necessarily in cameras or photos, because with the lights and everything, it does like pale you out, right? Kind of like drowns out the color. But this is a great like neutral. Obviously, I've used that quite a bit. There's other colors. I like the Anastasia line as well. And then I also like their liquid lip, which is this color here, which is very similar. I tend to like really brown based lip colors. This is very similar. This one's a little darker too, but not as dark as I would like. So that's a good brand. These are all that I took these all out of my everyday makeup bag. I've just been using the Urban Decay more lately, but I've used all of these quite a bit. And then a couple other great products I know some of our fashionista fam love. If you're looking for good primers that are affordable, these are really good. The Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later, they have new packaging. Eyeshadow primer, really good. That's on lightning deal today as well. And then we also have the mattifying face primer, which is nice. It's kind of like minimizes pores, also acts like a bonding agent from your foundation to your skin, so it's going to make it last longer. And this one's the mattifying. There's some that are not mattifying, but I tend to get a little oily through here. I'd rather have mattifying than dewy. I'm not really oily like I used to be. I'm not like an oil slick, but I'll get some natural oil that shines through, but I don't really want to be shiny. So I would do the mattifying instead. So if you're looking for a new primer or you haven't tried one, those are good, affordable options as well. Let's see here. My powder puffs, I love these. The perfect shape for setting your under eye concealer, $5.69. It's perfect shape. You can use them all over your face, but I primarily pad this up with my powder and set my concealer, so it eliminates it from setting into your fine lines if you do it right away. So those powder puffs are great, super affordable for the pack. All right, a few Easter deals, and then we'll circle back around on a few of the items that we didn't talk about. But we shared a ton of Easter decor. If you want to check out our Easter series, you can. I do have an idea list with Easter deals. Unfortunately, like a lot of the seasonal stuff and the decor doesn't go on deal, but when it does, I like to share it. So this little set of little rabbits are so cute. These are great, like on an end table, a coffee table, a bookshelf, a part of any vignette. They're on lightning deal for $16.14 today. Oh, there's my alarm. Sorry guys, it's loud. And then if you watched our Easter curb appeal and patio, I did share some different things outside when we did that. So the two things that you're going to see here is my rug, as well as that cute little rabbit solar lamp. He's holding a little lantern that's solar powered. He's really cute, on deal for $28.76. And then my indoor outdoor jute rug that I have out there right now is also on lightning deal. So check both of those out. All right, let's talk about a few of our Govee products that we didn't share. So the pool thermometer is back on deal. I think I have a little bit of sound to this. I'll turn it off because it's got captions. But if you have a pool, this is a game changer because it's wireless. So you just pop it in there and it floats around. So no more trying to like paddle for it or have it tied to the side of your pool. It'll float around, and then you could go to your app and it'll tell you the temperature of your pool, which is great. So it's just a nice little option as we head into the season. So that's $28.46 on Big Spring Sale Deal. Hey, Holy, welcome to the show. So glad you're here today. That's me. That's me. Also, don't forget, if you're new to Govee, pick up their bulbs. I have the candelabra bulbs and the chandelier back here, but they're similar effects. So these are just the regular bulbs. These are great to use in all of your lamps. Like I even have it in this lamp over here. I even have it in my milk glass lamp too. I was trying to get, it requires a different type of light in the bottom. So I was trying to match. It's not quite the same. It looks better in person than it did on the video, but I was trying to match both of them with the soft lighting, and you can customize your color of your lights, your white light, so you don't have the really stark light. So it's a great time to stock up on the bulbs. And then we have a few air purifiers in the back as well. If you're looking for a good one. And again, if you're a Govee user, it's great to have it all in one app. So these are their air purifier deals right now. Is a cylinder one. It's great as we're heading into that spring allergy season with pollen. This is great for dust and dander. Like we get a lot of dust and dander from the heat. If you have pets too. I mean, I love my pets, but I don't want their dander floating around. It's good for cooking smells. So if you're cooking fish or if you burn something, I mean, even steak has like an odor after you cook it. This helps get rid of it. It's got some cool Govee lights at the top. So it's green, telling us we're good to go with our air quality. Again, controllable through the app. It's got a touch screen on top. I use this actually in this room. I need to get new filters. I should look online and get some filters for the sale too. And this can cover, what do we say? I think it's like 100, 200 square foot space. So maybe 500. I'll double check here real quick. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't know why I'm not highlighting the correct things in the carousel. Yeah, grab it, $99.98. It's great for all of the above. Get your air purified. So the thing you have to think about, my house is 1,800 square feet. So this covers up to 1,162 square feet. But if you want more constant circulation, it works best in a 581 square foot room or less. So if you have a larger house, think about where you want them in your most used rooms. For me, this covers this upstairs area. And then I have the mini air purifier in my... I have the mini air purifier in my bedroom because this is great for like a dorm, an office. If you even want to take this to work, a bedroom, if you want like your air purified. For me, it's important to me, the bedroom, because I'm somebody that I'll get like a scratchy, dry throat. Like air can irritate my throat when I'm sleeping. So this I feel like really helps cut down on that. We don't have any special lights with that one. That's like a mini size and it's under 40, like $34, I think, on the deal. That's a really good price point. So that's great too. I mean, I know college is far away. I think we usually talk about going off to college during Prime Day. But that's a good one to grab for like a dorm room. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we talked about all of those. Just scrolling through here. Okay. Two things I want to walk you to is, so bear with me, I'm going to walk the computer over here because I don't have a video yet. But we have the Govee ice maker making ice. This is the Nugget ice maker. It works through the Govee app. We're making Nugget ice. It's got some cool Govee lights in there. Fill up the water tank over here. I use purified water from my water filter, and then we scoop it out. When they launched the Govee ice maker, it sold out right away, and it wasn't restocked for a while. They've restocked it, and it's now on lightning deal. I think it's like one of the first times I've seen it on deal since it launched, for the $4.24 price. So if you're looking for a Nugget, not a bullet ice, that's a great ice maker. We got the Joy Jolt 24 piece set. Let's see if I can find one here. In my messy cabinet. I have a bunch of the Joy Jolt. I have like the bento box Joy Jolts. These are like the traditional ones. They come in 3 different sizes and 3 different shapes. So you get the rectangle, the round, and the square, small, medium, and large. This is the large, it's like a little mini casserole. This can handle high heat, freezing. So if you're prepping meals and when you come home from work, you want to put it in the oven. Great for leftovers too, because you could put it in the microwave. Great for taking for stuff to work to reheat. It's got the sealed lid. So when you do pack it in a lunchbox or you put it in a fridge and it tips over, liquid is not going to fall out of it. And then it's going to be sealed, and then you have the locking seal there. I will say this plastic you don't want to put in the microwave or the oven, but the glass you can't. Those are always a top selling deal too if you don't have those for meal prep. And then don't forget to check out the smart plug too. This is pretty awesome if you like the Govee products. So I love this. So it goes, you can adjust it to however your wall is. It sticks right in directly into the wall. I've got mine scratched up a little bit, but you got 2 AC adapters, and these are smart. These are AC, like regular outlets. These are smart plugs. So you can do timers, dimmers, I think just timers on these. And then you also have additional outlets. These don't have the 3rd prong on the side. And then you have a USB-A and a USB-C. And then when you plug these in, I'm gonna unplug this here, kind of show you. When you plug this in, if it'll work, you can also adjust, I don't know if you guys can see that. When you plug it in, it's got the Govee light on top, so you can change the light. You get a little night light there as well. So if you like the Govee smart plugs, this is a great one because you have multiple plugs. It operates through the app. And you got the cool light, and it goes directly into the wall, and it is a surge protector too. So it's great if the lights go out. I like that surge protector. That's a nice one, and that is $32.99. Lori, I feel like, Lori, you always come out when I'm talking about my last product. We are just wrapping up, Lori. But we are going to recap our top 3 and answer questions. So there's a little bit of time. Lori, scroll the carousel. We do have a full carousel tonight. If you have questions about anything, pop those questions down in the chat. But while Lori scrolls through, we are going to give everybody an opportunity. If you have questions about anything in the carousel, let me know. Put them down in the chat. Also, if you have guesses for what you think the top 3 products are, put your guesses down in the chat, and we will recap the top 3. Give everybody a minute to do that. While everybody's doing that, Don't forget to follow. We'll be off tomorrow, but we'll be on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, primarily fashion over the weekend. Grace Karen on Sunday. I worked out a deal with Bell Pokes. We are going to have our new arrivals with promo codes on Saturday. I got to confirm that with them. And then on Monday, I think we'll probably just do a roundup of all my favorite fashion. I think we may end up doubling up depending on how the deals fall, but we're definitely scheduled for Bell Poke Saturday, new arrivals, Grace Karen Sunday, new arrivals with promo codes, deals, and then I have other roundup of other fashion that I want to share with you. Anything else that's new that I haven't been able to share, we're going to be doing that, and that will wrap up our big spring sale. See here. Yeah, Lori's here. Carol, how long are the pants on the lounge set? Here, I'll stand up and show you. They are cropped. They are going to be shorter. So I'm 5'5", keep in mind. And then they are like right at the ankle on me, and they kind of flare out. So they're a stretchy knit. They kind of flare out. Might be kind of hard to see here too, but they have like these little pleats. They have like these little seamed pleats in there as well. They're stretchy, they're fitted in here, but not too tight. But I like that because they're a little fitted, and then they kind of flare out. A nice stretchy knit. So cute. I also have this in the cream. When I originally got this brown, it was fall. So this is a really good like September outfit. I also feel like if you get it in the lighter colors, it's a really good like March, April, May outfit because it's good for like, you know, it's a thicker knit. Like you're not going to want to wear this in July, right? Because it's going to be, or at least, I don't know, maybe it depends on how hot it is where you're at. But this is good for like a 60, 70, like 75 or below degree day. You could also do a long sleeve shirt underneath it too, because I feel like the crop or this like cap sleeve allows you to do the long sleeve top underneath. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, not a lot of jewelry on deal right now. So I just popped in my gold hoops today. Yeah, Richard and Holy Richard's back for today. So, all right, does anybody have any guesses? If not, we're gonna recap and scroll through here. Our top three, I gotta find them. I have no idea what the top three are going to be. While we're doing that, don't forget to follow, don't forget to turn on notifications for my stream so you get a push notification from your Amazon app to come and join us. Also, we send out links on Facebook and Instagram stories. I'm Cleveland Fashionista there, and then on my Instagram we have a Fashionista Fam Updates broadcast channel where I send out the links. So you won't see me tomorrow, but I will be on probably Saturday, Sunday afternoon, evening, and then Monday like regular time on Monday. Okay, Holy's guessing. Holy's got his guesses in the chat today. Oh man, we might have to end up doing like a top 5 because we have a bunch of ties for our top. We have a bunch of ties for our top 5. So Holy, get your guesses in there so we can recap. Okay, Holy, while you're quick, air purifier earrings, what you're wearing. Yeah, I do too, Clothes Lover. I do too. Extra pool. Okay, so top 5. What we got is our IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, which is my favorite mascara. I always stock up on this. This is from my last stock up during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or one of the sales. Great deal, 30% off. I actually probably, it's my last one from my last stock up, so I probably need to go through my stream and restock on some of my favorites as well while they're on this awesome deal. It's a good time to buy beauty. It's also a good time to restock on basics like lotions, paper towels, napkins, household essentials, or some really good deals on those too. So that was in our top 5. Victoria's got the guesses: lounge outfit, the mixer, and the scalp serum. All right, let's see here. You guys might be surprised with the top 3 today. Or the top 5. Our frame, the frame TV, and the top 5. It is pretty awesome, pretty cool. See, look, that's my water lilies that I have up on here right now. They got real life artwork. I love the spring. All these scenes are so beautiful. I love every single piece of artwork. So I have a 50-inch. I have it linked up in the 55. I think you get as small as 40, like all the way up to 75 or 80 inches. Also in our top 5 was the Google Nest. Sorry, I'm making everybody dizzy. Was the Google Nest Thermostat. Awesome way to replace and upgrade your home into a smart home. It's a great price right now, $89.99. Oh, I don't know what took over our number 1 clicked product. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is actually more than a top 5, but these are all tied, you guys. These are all tied. These are all tied. Our smart plug, also top product today, $32.98 that we just talked about. This is great if you love Govee. It's great. Our body oil, also at our top today. Lots of popular products tonight. Lots of good things to shop. Just double checking here. You guys love the Wi-Fi pool thermometer. That was also, this is why it's so hard sometimes in these streams to pick the top anymore. That the pool thermometer, my lipstick we were talking about, the color I have, and this hitchhike. That was our top product. But coming in at number 1, it was the Govee Life air purifier that we have down here. Air purifiers are hot. If you like Govee, you might as well hook it up to your app. I don't have this plugged in because we had the, plug it back in. Again, a touchscreen control. It's got the cool light. You can easily pick it up with this handle here. You can also have this color coded to the air quality if you want to. Very sleek, very lightweight. Optimal for a 500 to 600 square foot area of your house. So if you need to get a couple of them, it's a great time to grab those. So, all right.